chants of Riveiro, Riveiro, Riveiro echoing around the Orlando Stadium, and tears from some of the Orlando Pirates faithful at the departure of the crouching tiger, Jose Riveiro. Look at the boards here in the stadium, the celebrations, if you can call them that, and the honoring of the coach seem like they could go on forever here, as those fans not moving and the coach honoring them by going up close and personal to them. And you could see in the post-match interview as well, a very emotional coach at the departure, acknowledging the fact that he has changed his life by being involved with this institution, and these fans here truly happy at the contribution that he has brought to Orlando Pirates Football Club. Not willing to divulge where he'll be headed next. Plenty of rumors in terms of North Africa being the destination as far as that is concerned, but we'll find that out over the days to come. For now, it's all about Jose Riveiro and that slow movement around the stadium, as it seems, Jimmy, he wants to say thank you to every single one of those fans on that opposite stand.
I think, you know, those are scenes that you want to experience as a coach, having made family away from home, you know, because he's become part of family, he's become part of Orlando Pirates. And the fact that the fans embrace him this much, it shows that it was a two-way relationship. You know, it's more reciprocal in the sense that he knows what they have done for him, but he also knows the impact that he has done for Orlando Pirates. And yeah, you can only admire such, and hopefully this is not the end of the journey for both the club and Riveiro from a relationship point of view.
He does have a microphone in his hand, and he is addressing the crowd as well, which is a unusual moment where the coach actually has the chance to grab the stadium announcer's mic and speak to the fans.
Yeah, it is, and I strongly believe that, you know, people never forget how you made them feel. And with Coach Riveiro, he has made so many Orlando Pirates fans so happy, and because of all that he has achieved as well. This is so befitting for him to be able to give a message to the fans, to say goodbyes to the fans, and for the fans actually to actually appreciate him. We know that many coaches don't have an opportunity to be doing so, but because he has done so much for the club and is so appreciated, this is so befitting for him.
All right, so how did they say goodbye to him, his players, today on his final game? They did it by scoring 3 goals, and let's take you through those 3 goals and see exactly how it was that Pirates did get all 3 of the points, and also force a situation where it's now up to Mamelodi Sundowns tomorrow to make certain of the victory themselves. It wasn't given to them today at the Orlando Stadium, and it starts out here with this brilliant piece of play from one side of the field to the other, Jimmy, and then Rile Mofokeng. Way too much here in terms of the skill on Brandon Taron.
Look, I think a good ball rotation from Orlando Pirates by just moving that out of defense. That was organized before the goal happened, but also creativity from Rile inside the box. And Mabasa has always been a snapper inside the box, and he gets to deliver that one for Orlando Pirates.
Yeah, Mabasa lethal when it comes to the finishing there, but it's really all about Mofokeng, who now, I went and looked, started 22 games out of the 23 games so far this season, and the only game he missed was last week's game in the league against Golden Arrows.
Yeah, I mean, Rile is becoming such an important player for Orlando Pirates, and he's a seasoned player now, so we no longer regard him as a DDC player, a young player. He's such a seasoned player, very important, make right decisions, influence the team in terms of going forward. Look at his brilliance here as well inside the box as well. No Makhopa, no problem. Mabasa is there to be able to finish.
Somebody's a seasoned.
He is a seasoned player.
Yeah?
He is a seasoned player. I mean, how many years has Mofokeng been in Orlando Pirates colours? He's been playing for Orlando Pirates. I mean, it's more than 2 seasons, and he's been improving every season, and he's actually shown us that he is a player that actually matures with time.
Then the contribution here for Mofokeng, again important, as he gets Hotto in. Shot comes away. I don't know who's the actual goal scorer, but Shandu celebrates. Hotto also feels like maybe that was going in anyway.
You know, just the presence of mind. I would like us to replay that second goal again.
Here it comes.
Just to see the movie. Look at Rile Mofokeng. in and around the box. He's clever, intelligent. He's aware of Hoto's movement.
Yeah.
He doesn't even have to look for him. He knows that he's making the right. Just the decision making and being able to locate your teammate to make it easy for them.
Yeah, it's going in anyway. And then Shandu says,
make sure.
Make sure about
you make sure,
it. I make sure about it.
That's a right back talking. You don't get many opportunities, Jimmy.
He came from far. He had to make sure this one gets counted as his goal. In actual fact,
Jimmy, a former right back, knows that you don't get these chances often.
Of course.
Tata. But Hoto, I'm sure, won't be too pleased with the fact that probably will be given to Bandile Shandu. Look at the free kick here. Brilliant free kick awarded. And the finish from Dlamini, sensational.
I mean, it was a beautiful free kick from Dlamini. We all know we've seen him doing this, but also you look at Watenga. He moved slightly late. He's realizing the ball a bit later, so therefore he couldn't do anything. But also credit as well to the Orlando Pirates players as well, that on that line, on that wall as well, makes it very, very difficult for Watenga. But he really, really needed a left footer there. Such a swift finish from Dlamini.
The finish was brilliant, but it was what caused the free kick that was equally brilliant.
Yeah, and I think that's the part that we missed, just the one-on-one situation. Tico spoke about this is what we want to see wingers doing. Having that one-on-one situation, because that's his strength, Nkota. If he starts passing around and he's got one-on-one situation, it doesn't really help his game, But there he made sure he took the defender on, he got a foul, and they scored from that foul, and that's what you want to see.
The coach is still behind the poles there. He's making his way around, and at Orlando there are two very passionate sections, the halfway line as well as behind the poles, and he's making sure that he goes to those, what you would call Orlando Pirates ultra fans, to make sure that they are given the farewell as well from him to them. And he's now actually going right up close and into the stands.
Yeah, you need to soak in this moment. I mean, this is a brilliant, brilliant moment for a coach to be appreciated like this. We haven't seen this in South African football, and for him to actually come in and be accepted as one of the family members, and for the players as well to see him as a father figure, and to be able to change how Orlando Pirates has been throughout these years. I mean, this is so befitting for a coach of his caliber.
Are they giving him that banner? Looks like they're saying to him, it's yours, or do you get to just pose with it? As there he stands with that banner in front of the fans, and it is, behind the poles. Those ultra fans behind the poles, that's what they call themselves, saying goodbye to him and getting a picture with one of the coaches that will go down in memory as one of the better coaches for Orlando Pirates. Now, what does it all mean as far as the points are concerned on the Betway Premiership table? Well, this is what it means. Orlando Pirates narrow the gap, and it now is up to Mamelodi Sundowns tomorrow with a victory again, making sure that they cannot be caught. Second place is guaranteed. Champions League football is going to be happening for Orlando Pirates. That was already the case before the game happened today, but making the gap even bigger for Golden Arrows. Wow, there is a little bit of work to do to get into that top 8, where they are now 4 points behind the top 8 positions.
There are 4 points, yes, but also what's very, very concerning as well is the goal difference that has just been increased with a 3-0 scoreline. I think that's where the biggest problem is, but they do have games that they still have to play. I think there's still life into Golden Arrows with all the opportunities they've created. I mean, they played a better Orlando Pirates into tonight's fixture.
What was it like, Jimmy, to be here tonight, and what are your thoughts of the 90 minutes of football?
Look, I think it was just beautiful to see fans embracing the coach, and him also responding, because like I said, they build a relationship, and these are the memories that you live with. You see the impact that you've made in people's lives, and that will forever remain embedded in his life, because he knows that there's a home called Orlando. At Orlando Stadium, he's got memories. He made Orlando Stadium a fortress, and it's only through coaches like this who impact the game so much that when they leave, the fans' soul also leaves with them.
He is going to leave with a little piece of South Africa and Orlando Pirates in his heart, and I'm sure as far as Orlando Pirates is concerned, there is lots that he will leave behind. Coming up next is an interview I did do with Coach Jose Riveiro when he arrived at Orlando Pirates. It was the very first TV interview that he did, and I got a sense there of how emotional a man he is, how sensitive and what a human being he was, and what he felt arriving in South Africa. And it's going to be interesting for you at home to watch that interview, see what he was like when he started, and compare that to the man we spoke to tonight. Teko Modise, thank you very much for the commentary and the contribution today. Thank you, Jimmy Dow. Thank you to all of you who stayed with us on the World of Champion, and more importantly, thank you to the Orlando Pirates support base, the Ghost, for what they made of this evening, giving Coach Jose Riveiro the send-off he deserves after 5 trophies in 3 seasons. This season, his 33rd victory in all competitions, and that signature crouching pose, not to be seen again at the Orlando Stadium and in South Africa football, but I can assure you, never to be forgotten. Gracias and good night.